good to pay attention when you're waking up. Before you're fully awake. It's very, very good to pay attention. If you give yourself enough time, your mind will eventually activate the planning mind. Every single morning this will happen. You wake up, the dreams are fading, planning mind comes in, immediately on their heels. And it's not just planning mind, it's planned mind. The mind already knows the itinerary for the day. And once you wake up, once you've shaken off the dream dust, mind comes in and says, such and so here, such and so there, this place at this time, that person at that time, these money issues over here, etc., etc. And that's just what it does. And that's all it does. If you pay attention when you wake up, and you draw out that in-between place where the dreams haven't faded, you can stay in that spot for a little while. You don't have to jump directly into mind mode. It's not necessary. And you can start drawing out the dream, the in-between state. You can start drawing that out longer and longer when you're waking up, so that as you progress into your day, the line starts becoming blurred. And all this out here isn't so much waking life, and all that in dream state isn't so much dream life. There's not such a clear delineation. It's not such night and day type of a situation where you think this is real life, and on the other hand, I have my dreams which have nothing to do with real life. It's not like that anymore. They start merging. Because at a certain point you realize that the mind, particularly the ego mind, but also just mind in general without the ego attachment stuff going on, mind itself runs the show here. Mind is very complex, and it likes things in their proper places. It likes people doing the proper things. It doesn't like any sort of chaos or absurdities. It doesn't like meaninglessness. It doesn't like empty spaces. It doesn't like blank walls. It needs to be doing something all the time. And you're brought along for the ride whenever mind gets going. But once you come to a spot where the mind has released its stranglehold, a little bit, not the whole thing, it's not gone. Your ego's not gone. Okay, but they've released a bit. And you find yourself in the waking state here in the realm. okay? You may notice that the mind is the control structure. Now, this may not have been the case earlier on. Okay, there may have been rulers and entities sitting around manipulating things, but how I see it, there isn't. It's mind. Mind is the taskmaster here. It's the one that puts everyone on a schedule. It's the one that develops Google algorithms. It's the one that develops the computers, the AI. It's mind. It's the one that has the it's the one that pits one side against the other side. It's the one, you know, and mind in conjunction with the ego, they're like best buds. They get together and they make the whole carnival show work. They make it go. It's just those two. And then the witness. You know? There's not anything else that I see going on here. I don't see any entities. I don't see any deities. I don't see any displays of power or force. As far as I can tell, there's nothing else going on here. And we're free. As I always emphasize, when I'm talking to people in person or if I'm talking on the video, we are free. The bondage is the mind and it is the ego. Those are the bondage. Everything else is stories. And you can choose to manifest those stories. You can choose to believe them and incorporate them into your waking reality. Or you can choose to not do that. You don't have to do that. No one's forcing you to latch onto a particular story. It's neutral. Everything is always neutral at the core of it. You might be out on a way out there spiral thing where you're experiencing some polarity, but still there is always balance, and you're going to return back to neutrality, or else you're going to hit neutrality and then fling out off on the other side. But once your mind is no longer being a taskmaster in here, and you have established a bit of silence and established a bit of space between the physicality stuffingness of the realm, then there's no impetus to do anything, particular thing, to act any particular way, to appease any particular person, to latch or unlatch to or from any particular religious ideology. There just isn't there, it's not there anymore. And you're free. You're free to sit on your ass and scratch your beard all day long if you want to, so long as, you know, you don't get hungry, or et cetera, so, you know, the physical things don't. They're gonna come and bug and things like that, but you get the idea. It doesn't have to be storied. You don't have to storyline it. You can, but again, I'm emphasizing your freedom here within all of that. Every single aspect that has ever come to you, every single thought form, idea, rationale, plan, anything, all of it. Every single piece, every single person you've ever come across, every single deity, every single devil, when you've come to the spot where your mind is no longer a taskmaster, you have space in every moment. I'm not talking about this moment, that moment, maybe tomorrow I'll have some space. I'm talking about right now, which continues on forever. You always have the space. You always have the choice. to sit in the absolute, the infinite potentiality quanta. You have the choice to sit in that and take no action, or you can take action. You always have the choice. Always. You're always completely free. Always completely free. And you're also free to allow other people to run your life. If you see somebody else who feels like they have something going on that you don't, or you look up to them, or you trust them, or whatever, if you agree to let them tell you how to act, how to behave, and they agree to do that, then there's nothing wrong with that. All of these things that we're acquiring, every little data, every minutia, every piece of data minutia that you have stored up here in your whole experience in the realm, is every bit can be used in any combination, any way, any creative way. Bits can be forgotten if you want to leave them out. You can add new bits. It's infinite creative potentiality in every moment. And the only issue that is here is that there are still some there's some old fear programs running, which would have the creator beings believe that they live in a prison. That's the only thing. It's as simple as that. It's not that, oh, there's a prison thing and we're stuck in it. No. You don't have to be stuck anywhere. Why the fuck would you want to do that to yourself?